Alright, welcome back everyone. Let's get loaded in here. Take a few minutes to reacquaint ourselves with where we left off yesterday, and then we'll jump right into it. Big thing I remember, we did manage to attract our first demon, which gave us that achievement. I will keep the archery range, giving us that attract demon for a while at least. I'm hoping to get some of the better demons that have a lot of useful skills that come with them. Next up, we're going to be looking at both dwarves and orcs. We just need to collect both steel and gold before we can do so. Now, starting with our village, we also need to look at cleaning out our inventory soon. But as far as crafting goes, we're making the last of our endgame baskets, which is good. And then looks like we don't have anything special queued up after that, so we'll take a look at that in a minute. We have no buildings queued either. As far as our village goes, we definitely need to improve the barracks, but it's not a priority, is what I'll say. The manger, I don't care. It's doing its job and giving me the 10 skill points on gatherers. We do definitely need to upgrade the smithy ASAP, because that will give us a better chance at better gear. Cabbage fields giving us our children very slowly because we only have one and it's not the greatest of quality. I don't think we've found wheat either. We will want to upgrade our herbalist hut eventually. And again, the archery range, I might do an upgrade once we have dragon bone, but that's a very, very, very low priority for me. So looking at that, we do want to build a totem as well before long. Additionally, we're going to want to research the not blessed path. Maybe the blessed path. There's darkwood and more fur. That would be within the range. So both of these would be available to help us with our scum crafting, but it's not. Again, it's very low priority. I might not even worry about that, but what I do want to get eventually is the blessed tree as well. We have plenty of research points, so I'm just going to go ahead and research that now. And I might even queue that up right after the basket, because the stats on it do not matter. All we care about is the permanent buff that comes with it. Let's go ahead and research our palisade as well. Okay, now our main expedition, we were trying to maximize our daylight and explore what we can before it gets total darkness. We did discover some more enchanted bone, not a high priority, but if that's the best thing we can farm, then that's what we're going to go for. So that is everything getting caught up. Let's jump into this and try to explore some more while we have daylight. Oh, never mind, we have no more movement. But we are being attacked by more spores. Let's see, I have first action. Could do some counters, but I think I'm going to start with my hammer. So that's an easy kill there. And we could even maximize that by poke. And then spores are going to be level 5. Counter tactic. So his hammer will kill this one and this one, and we only have to worry about this final spore, which she can handle. He'll clean up the discard, and we're done. Nice and easy. Now some undead. Ooh, 3 skeletons. A little more appropriate for us. Alright, the poke will allow that to be a kill. So now we'll send out our hammer. We do have to worry about piercing, so I took a risk there. But it did not bite us. Let's go ahead and counter that one. Alright, so he kills that skeleton. 23 life, so he kills this skeleton. We just need one more warrior to finish that one off. And this fight is done. I like the nice and easy fights. What do we got for gear? 4, 6. I'll hold on to it. Definitely don't need the dagger though.
There has been an increase in vermin in your village over the last few days.
Oh boy.
You have dealt with the rodents, but your wise ones tell you they were not healthy. Just as they feared, your men begin to fall ill one by one, and soon the whole village is affected.
Well, it's a good thing we have both a medic in our village, we only have 2 of them, as well as our herbalist hut, and it gives us plenty of options. Basically, starting with option 4, working our way up, you get a lot of heavy sickness, a little medium, or not medium, what is it? It's like deadly sickness, deadly sick, heavily sick, and then sick at worst. Actually, it might even be heavily sick, and then nothing, but we'll get bonus health.
Your village medic has their hands full, but thanks to the supply of herbs, they are able to battle the disease with a full arsenal.
It also gets harder the less aid you have between your herbalist hut and medic for this challenge. And for us, it's an auto resolve.
Did not sleep or eat until every man, woman, and child was tended to. Their vigorous attack on the sickness paid off, and everybody is back on their feet in no time.
And nice. 6 health is a great gain, especially when it's on our medic and a warrior. The warrior didn't need it quite as much, but it's really nice on our medic. We also gained a level from that event. Kind of a hodgepodge, but overall pretty good skills. I gained more folklore. Still need a lot of folklore though to be useful. Strength on a warrior, so more damage. Okay. And our village gathering is always nice. More gathering on the medic that we're going to be picking up, so that's super helpful. The Holit gain traps still need a lot more to be truly useful for us. And more health on our medic just gained 5 health in 1 turn. That is craziness. I'll take it. Let's see, I think it's pitch black. It is pitch black. So we will go ahead and make camp here and gather what we can until daylight. Get some string going on. The rest will be enchanted bone. And then string to finish it out. Oh, that's actually perfect. 2 bunches a turn. What is that? A bunch and a fourth every turn. We did finish the basket, so now we can queue up our buildings. Starting with that blessed tree. We don't really care what materials we use, we just want it built. Looks like I have to use the nimble wood because I have to use quartz up here. Wish I had just a little bit more amber to throw at it. So again, these numbers do not matter. It could be a 1 and it still has the same effect. But by building this, any curse of darkness you have on your villagers will be removed when they stay at the village overnight. And all blessings are now permanent as long as they stay in the village. And we are going to get this built as quickly as possible. And then we might as well... Can we do a decent one with the moon? Oh no, we need a lot more moonstone. So we are not going to worry about doing the totem yet. We still need to find 8 more steel and 25 gold if possible.
You come across a dead body lying in some sort of ditch.
Ooh, time for more medic skill.
Stomped into the ground.
I guess I shouldn't assume that. Is he still alive?
Your medic
He
realizes
is.
that the person is still alive. You band together to try to save him, but you must all help out.
Man, I wish I had that second medic in my group. Make her stronger faster. Alright, let's do this. Maybe we'll get lucky and the person will join us. And it would be nice if it was a hunter too. Guess we'll start with our best fighter. Not quite good enough. Holy crap, support 14. That would guarantee the kill, but that would be way overkill. Could also do the confused, but that wouldn't be worth it compared to the support ally 14. So we need 5 more damage to get the kill. I guess I'll send myself out. I can survive that hit at least. Whereas if he gets hit, he's a goner. Let's go ahead and get the counters out now. I think I'm just gonna let the last one come out. Okay. Let's assume that these 3 avoid me and hit whoever I put out here. I think I'm gonna send Noob out to be our meat shield because he will take all 3 to be killed. And that allows us to maximize what damage we are gonna deal. Eventide and Ubislava will kill this one. And then we're going to support him. It's a little bit overkill, but he'll kill that one. Okay. So instead, they all focused on me. I'm dead. That's okay. Noob will now tank that damage. And this fight's pretty much over. We outnumber them nicely now. Ooh, look at that, a 27. You got this. That was actually a really dumb move. I just realized they still have a spear attack, which the AI didn't use. So I'm just going to wait. And wait. Oh, I guess I killed it. Never mind. So 14 to kill this one. That's going to be 12, so if it hits Alzbeta, she dies, but she'll do her job by killing this one. If it hits Lord Yu survives, barely. And then he will kill this one. Janislav will kill that one, and this fight's over.
You manage to stop the bleeding and patch the person up. Later, once they can walk again, they tell you what happened. It was terrible, terrible, I tell you. Out of nowhere, a giant foot appeared and just walked right over me. I've seen many things in Thea, but I have not seen such a creature before. It was larger than a troll, more like a big dragon. I don't know what it was. Thank you for the rescue.
You are welcome. And he or she is not going to join us, but that's okay. Our medic is now a 32 skill, which means we have to be overkilled to be even concerned about dying. And we got an intelligence buff.
You are ambushed by orc bandits. They are charging at you and don't look eager to talk about it. You only have seconds to decide what to do.
So I'm not going to give up my stuff, and we're kind of dumb when it comes to tactics, so we will just fight. Now, orc fighters, as we learned yesterday, are actually pretty tough. I was thinking of orc warriors when I said they were pushovers. Let's see. So we want a shielded unit in case of spears. That's a crap ton of damage. Holy Jesus. We're gonna want to first action somebody to aid. In fact, that's 30 life. I could first action either of these two and it's a kill, and then he will kind of wound that one. So with that assumption, we're going to confuse the second fighter and then go ahead and poke it. Protects us from their poke, assuming they have any. In fact, we could also do a counter tic-tac and just get rid of that one. Alright, so let's get that first action out of the way so we don't forget it. I have been known to do that. What materials do you still need to find? Good question. I will cover that right after this fight. Coach a sec. So, Eventide will kill this fighter. he will almost do half damage, which wounds it, which means it'd be 21, 46, 1 damage shy of killing it. Hey noob, how are you? How was your day? Let's see. There's nothing we can do about it. He's gonna survive with a single life. We need to do 39 to kill this one, so we'll start with Ubislava, and then noob will kill it, carry over, and kill that one. We're good.
You have defeated
Ooh, look at all
the
this.
ambushers. You realize a few of them have broken their weapons in a last act before dying, but perhaps some can be salvaged.
That is definitely an upgrade for somebody. We'll keep that. A magic sword. That's a crap ton of damage. Well, at 3 a.m. still up, but that does mean I get to watch stream. Nice. Well, we're glad to have you. That is an amazing sword to find already. I approve. And then we got this shitty one next to it. Just don't even look at that one. 2 of these weak maces, which you'd think with the spikes on it, it would do more damage than 2. We also got a fur jacket that is pretty damn good. I'll keep that. We definitely don't need more rib cages. A nice chunk of enchanted bone. And a speech spear that we don't really need. But that alone makes this fight worth it in my mind. Because now, when I look at one of my warriors, she has a poison sword. There we go, him. He has the magic shield, so he already has the magic trait. And then he has a 9 damage weapon. Sudden upgrade to 24 damage. And some extra magic. This is amazing. That's the kind of finds you want to get in the beginning of the game. As far as that shield goes, though, I think we don't really... Oh, I spoke too soon. It is an upgrade for him, and it's about the same weight. Perfect. This fur jacket is too heavy for him, sadly. How about Janislav? Oh no, he's got plenty of strength. He could equip it. She needs it, but she's too weak. Can't equip anything. Mostly because, actually this axe is really lightweight. Wow. The axe weighs less than her fur coat. That doesn't make thematic sense. It's this basket. We need to give her a good one. For now, Janislav can have this. We do have daylight now, so how is our gathering going? We need, what is that, 72 more? And we gather 52 above this, so it would take 2 turns to get 3 bunches. Is it worth it? Sure, it's just 2 turns.
A figure clad in a ragged dark green cloak slowly approaches your party. As he gets closer, it is clear he is barefooted and carries nothing more than the clothes on his back. Seeing your party, the figure takes off the hood to reveal a gaunt, tired face of an elf, with his blackened, sad eyes looking straight through the souls of your men. Despite the evident sickliness, there remains an air of grace, a whisper of bygone beauty in the forgotten ancient creature. He stretches his arms before you in a gesture of peace, but does not speak.
Okay, this is our chance to recruit an elf if we do the Hex Challenge. Noob does 2 damage, but it's poison damage. Lord Yu does a single damage. And then our warriors do a little bit because of the gear they have, so we have 5 and 8. You do nothing, you do nothing, you do nothing. You do 2 with poison. So you're on par with Noob. I think I want to risk it.
The dark curse upon this creature runs deep within, as if the very fiber of his existence was now tainted. You cannot hope to cleanse it, but you may try to lessen its effects. Beware, the task will be arduous.
Let's try to help him. Getting an elf already would be very helpful. Crap. My best card is in my tactical hand. Okay. We are not going to be able to do much, so I kind of feel like waiting until all of these come out and then planning my actions accordingly. For now, though, Noob, you're going to be useful for a counter offense. So is Lord you? No, Ebentide. Oh, you were a perfect level for that, Ebentide. Thank you very much. Alright, let's let the final tactic card come out. So we need to do 11 damage to kill this one. I do 5 of that. Alzbeta is going to do 4 because it'll be wounded. So that's 9. There's 11. So that's dead. Can't do anything. And then we'll send this one out to just kind of poke it and anger it. Yeah, that's good. We got this. Let's go ahead and do another counter offense. So we need to do 11 to kill this one. Fuck, all of our damage cards are in our tactical hand. Alright. That means we need to send somebody out to soak this damage up. We could send him out, but he's going to go up here, and then that doesn't guarantee the soak. And he does no damage. So we'll send Lord you out. Kind of poke at him with a stick again. But he'll be able to soak up that damage on the second turn. Then Noob will throw his damage out. So it's going to be 1, 5. We need to do 6 more now. Nobody does the 6 we need, so we'll just get closer with him. Then with me, you can't do a damn thing anyways. So that's it. Alright, last card. Same story. All of our damage is in our tactical hand. So, once again, we will send Lord you out. It's already wounded, so this is actually going to be 4 damage. So that's 5. We just need to do 3 more. Boom. Noob's got it. Noob finishes this out for us.
You take out the fresh carcass of a chicken.
Time to do the chicken dance.
Blood on the face of the elf who stares at you blankly. You perform a dance on your left foot, and you call out to your gods for power. You weave the winds of magic and create a protective shield that now runs through the stranger's heart, lifting some of the darkness. He looks shocked and speaks. I confess I did not foresee such power among the young ones. I was a fool to discard you as mere insects. For my arrogance, I shall happily be your servant, until such time as my debt be repaid, or until the darkness is kept at bay.
I seem to be a main player. Well, you started out as fodder, but then you gained a little bit of skill in everything. So while you're still used as fodder, you're contributing to every fight. It's kind of hilarious. You're like the most useful boar I've ever seen. Yep, and now we got our elf, which makes me super happy. Now we just need to get a badass axe for this elf, and he's amazing. Assuming it's a he based on the image. We'll have to find out. Yes, join us, but as a friend.
Thank you, human. Once more you prove me ignorant. Here, take this gift as my friend and
looks
let
like a
us
female to
continue
me.
our journey. I have used the little power I have within to bless this party. I hope it will bring us fortune.
Won't be able to tell until we do the one of the vampire events, but brought quite a few crossbows. I have no idea which one he's equipped with, so we'll just have to wait and see. Elves are amazing at speech challenges. He's pretty damn tough, so he already has a base 16 damage, which is great. He's got some magic. Ooh, folklore, that's exactly what we needed. Even helpful in a stealth challenge, nice. 52 armor. And then we're all more beautiful for the next 15 turns. Alright, Elf, what did you come with? You had the dragon shell. Wow, he's already got dragon armor. Fucking A. And a 10 damage crossbow. Well, for now, all we have is a two-handed sword to throw on you. Not the greatest things, but we will work on that later. That is super heavy. That is not worth it. That's armor to weight ratio sucks. These crossbows are too heavy to even give her one. He can have one though. Beastbrav, just nope, still too heavy. Definitely not on our medic. I wish I could give it to Noob and give you a crossbow. Add a little more utility to your kit. That would be amazing. I guess I'll take it. Sure. And last turn we'll get a double bunch this time. But first, spiders. Auto-resolved. Gave us a button. Button, who's got the button? And a giant, heavy wooden training sword that we don't need. Looks like we finished our blessed tree. So we will be equipping that soon. Actually, Noob, you can have the button. Make you a little more defensive to soak up more damage for us. We appreciate your sacrifice. Alrighty then. Can we do a better smithy yet? Probably not. No, we need a crap ton more mithril. We need more of everything, really. Okay, we're not going to worry about buildings for a while. I could continue scum crafting. And I might have to, because we're kind of... no amazing endgame resources yet. But first, let's clear out our inventory. This is bordering on ridiculous again. Look at that. We have roughly 250 fur coats. We will keep the 10 good quality ones for any new people. And then we're just going to take anything that I feel is not really worthy. The bad quality one can go. You can go. We'll keep the poison. We really don't need you or you. Looks like that's everything. Bulk dismantle expedition. Thank you. Got a few good resources out of that. Still not enough to really do anything. So it is back to our scumcraft. We got our double batch, so we're done here. Now, back to Coach's X question, because I immediately forgot to answer it after that fight. We are still looking for dragon bone. We are looking for elven wood, so that we can then hope that we have ancient wood near us. We are looking for silver, so that we can see if we have mithril near us. I am also still looking for both of the steel and the gold, simply so that I can make buildings out of them in an attempt to attract dwarfs and orcs. And we still need to find amber, so that we can continue on this chain to try to get diamond. But I'd say overall thus far we've been pretty good. We've gotten 3 of the endgame resources. The sad thing is, it's not the 3 we need to be able to outfit our people with at least one good piece of gear. These don't really combine into anything useful. We needed either dragon bone, ancient wood, or mithril with these 2 to be truly useful. But we have daylight now, so let's make the most of it. Where are we going to go? We might as well continue down this way. Looks like this is the coast. Yep. So it is. Oh, it swings back around. You're welcome. Thank you for asking me. That kind of helps me to remember what to say to keep everyone interested and up to snuff on what we're doing. We did get some pretty good necklaces out of that spider fight. Janislav, I think you already have 2 gathering necklaces. Yeah, you don't need another. It's the same thing anyways. Our folklore necklace is going on our elf, so we can maximize that. And then our other gatherer will enjoy this one. Also, who had the other folklore gear? Ubislava did. You don't really need it anymore. We'll let you keep the backstab. And then this will go on the Elfin Warrior. Cool beans. We have some blood bees. Those are pretty annoying. And that spider nest disappeared again on us. It's annoying. Oh, and we can go hunting. Perfect. I would rather hunt bees than fight them straight up. Because now I don't have to worry about piercing damage. Okay, apparently I do, but it's not as bad as a whole bunch of bees. Janislav will barely survive that, and then he'll get a kill in some direction. What are our offensive options? Or our tactical options is what I meant to say. None of our counters are going to work. Our confuse is definitely not going to work. His first action can only work on Beast Prov, which is good enough. He does enough damage to kill that one, so we're going to do that. Noob, you're still proving useful. Thank you. And a support ally of 9 is good, and that's much more useful than my 2 damage that I can contribute in an actual fight. So we have options. That's the key thing. Our Elven Wanderer is pretty much just a meat shield. We will save you for later. So let's send out Lord Yu and then Alzbeta. We're gonna wait on those. We'll send Beastbrav out now and first action him. I'm assuming that these 2 won't have first action. If they do, that kind of screws things up for us. Let's go ahead and just wait for those to come out. Does the elf count as a hunter? It's falls on the trap skill, I believe, to be considered for hunting. But the hunter himself automatically gives it to you, regardless of what his trap skill is. So I'll have to look and see what his skill is to give you that answer. Let's see. So meat shield, and then we will just get... Oh, actually, meat shield is now useful, and then we'll get closer with everyone else. Yeah, the gathering skill is your damage for hunting, but you don't get the hunting option unless you have somebody skilled in traps. That's not really needed. We'll get rid of that. And then looking to answer. So we didn't have the option before when we had a trap skill of 2, but now that we had the Elven Wanderer with a trap skill of 4, we did. So it's either a 3 or a 4. That gave us that option, as far as I can tell. Because I'm pretty sure when you... I know there was a way to look at... There we go. Versatile allies. Yeah, nothing about them actually says that they are natural hunters. So I have to assume that it's the trap skill.
Two of your fellow villagers decided to get married, and since times are dire, it is more important than ever to cherish such occasions. Wedding celebrations last for 7 days, and it is customary to make sure everyone takes part.
Begin the celebrations!
To honor the supreme power of Perun, a couple wanting to become one must together slay a wild beast. The beast is brought by the village elders and put in the fighting pits, where the young contestants must face it together or fall trying. Of course, the beast is only symbolic and will often take the shape of a single spider or rat, but the ritual has been known to cause some harm. If proven worthy, the new couple is blessed by Perun, and their union is destined to survive any hardship. Only then do the usual libations, with an excess of food, strong spirits, and plenty of naked dancing through the night, proceed and last for many nights.
That's interesting. So Perun's method of getting married is you must be thrown into a pit with a beast and survive as a couple. Okay, let's take care of our hangovers. Alright, let's do Niederbeck. Not quite enough to kill, just needs one more damage. It's a little wasteful, but we'll go ahead and support ally. And then we'll send out Saruba. Just enough to kill, so that's a great start. Let's go ahead and counter that last one. Keep it out of our hair. So we need to do 18 to kill this one. Well, we're not going to succeed in that regard. It's 11, 14, 16, or 11, 17, so a little bit wasteful, but that's okay. And we'll finish this one off in the second round.
The wedding was deemed a great success, and the happy couple begins their new journey.
And as everyone knows is the case, we're all more beautiful following a wedding.
After the wedding,
hey, we got a child.
Blessed with the arrival of the much coveted offspring from the Cabbage Patch.
Sweet, we need children. Our Cabbage Patch has not been very productive for us. In fact, I think this is our only child. Yep. We did gain a level from that wedding, which makes it even more appropriate in my mind. That's a good level right there. That's all the skills are useful. I approve. And then our village, Holek got a little bit more traps, starting to become useful. And yeah, because that's a medic, so the herbalism's good on her. Yeah, the only one I really don't care about is the perception here on Saruba. Cool beans. Let's continue to explore. What do we got here? Ooh. An orc band. That could be fun. Hey, we found Elvenwood. Perfect. Researching. Confirm. And do we have ancient wood near us? We do. Well, we have a place. Let's see where it is. Oh, it's literally right next to us. Oh, that's not a very convenient place either to gather. Oh well, we discovered it. That's good enough for me. We're not going to worry about gathering it yet, but at least we know it's here. Do I want to kill them? Do I want to let them come to me? I think I'm going to let them come to me, because I want to maximize my daylight while I can. Oh, look at this. We're just surrounded by fights. Blood bees, skeletons, and orcs. Well, if none of them attack me, I'll hunt the bees. And I think we'll be fine to auto-resolve it from now on. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Thank you, bees. I'm sure that's an upgrade for one of my axe users. It is a small upgrade for him. And then Ubislava, this would be a small upgrade for you. Beautiful. Discovered more wicker. It's a slightly more convenient place than that one. Not very useful though for us, since we have our nimblewood now. Let's clear out this skeleton tomb. I don't like it being here. Yeah, let's banish it. Auto resolve. Ooh, lots of gear. None really useful, but lots of gear. Even the good quality doesn't really make up for it. Because we have that amazing two-handed sword that we got from an earlier fight. Probably the one good piece of gear we get this whole run, sadly. So we've made it back to where we left off last time. I guess we'll loop down and kind of cover the southern coast. More monster bone. We also have a hive here that we can hunt. Even more I keep calling it bloodstones. More rubies. Hello, bear. You gonna fight us? No? They're coming from the rat lair, which totally makes sense. Let's see, we could move up one, or we could just gather some coal and cherries while we're here. We're always in need of coal. And noob, you're just gonna sit there. I guess it's not really needed, but we'll put you there so we don't get the warning that we have inactive people. Wow, we are surrounded by fights. That's okay, they can still come to us. I got daylight to burn.
As you make your way through the thick of the woods, you come across a small clearing. There are signs of a campsite and faint traces of a bloody struggle. Whatever happened here happened some time ago, and most likely did not end well for the travelers. Upon deeper inspection, you uncover pieces of a human body still scattered nearby. You are about to move on, thinking it's best to leave a place of such a death, lest the attacker comes back or an angry spirit seeks revenge. But one of the trees by the campsite attracts your attention. The tree is hollowed at its roots, and within it is a bundle, perhaps stashed for safekeeping before the tragedy occurred.
What do we have?
Inside the bundle, you discover some rags and a small stash of basic supplies which are still usable.
Thank you for the experience. We're in the snow now, so we don't have much movement, but we found gold. Research gold, confirm. Which means that's what I will eventually make my way to gather when night falls, so that we can then try to attract dwarves. For the time being, though, we will gather some meat for a turn. God, snow is so crippling on movement. Alright, let's gather some gold now. I don't think we're gonna have enough to get 2 full stacks in a turn, though. Nope. There, 2 stacks of meat, a single stack of gold. Okay, we're almost out of daylight. Let's explore what we can. Set up these ruins. Oh, never mind. We'll fight. Again, auto-resolve. Hexes are pretty easy for a 2-skull. That's not bad. Nobody in our group here needs it, but someone in the village might. That one's also pretty good. In fact, it's better, and it's lighter. So we'll destroy that one, and we'll keep this one. And because it's lighter, it might actually be... It's a technical upgrade because of the weight difference. Cool beans. Bring it on, skeletons. Let's see, tactical options. Well, let's do a counter offense, and noob can counter tactic. And we have a single one to deal with who is immediately confused. So 16 damage kills him, and then everyone else cleans up the discard pile. That one's not so useful. Decent damage, but we have all those poison ones now. More skeletons. You gonna give us something better? This time we have 0 counters. But we can poke with our Elven Wanderer, and that's a guaranteed kill now. Then we'll send out Noob with his small shield, which was not needed. We get 2 cards, so we'll send out another hammer and then Beastbrav. Ooh, they buffed him. That's fine, we're going to confuse both of them just to be safe. That's good enough. What all do we have here? Looks like a whole lot of nothing. Well, that's semi-useful still. We'll keep it. Alright, we are going to explore these ruins.
What used to be some old city. Some of it lies submerged in murky dark waters, and a grim mist hangs in the air. You carefully examine the abandoned ruins when you come across a building still intact and above water. You enter and see a great dance hall with chandeliers, oaken tables, and glorious paintings on the walls. Everything rotten and decayed, of course, and yet the grandeur endures. But before you can do more, you realize there are several skeletal dancers locked in a deadly trance. They see you and attack, in perfect rhythm, of course.
So the thing that confuses me about this is if everything is rotten and decayed, how can we tell that they're actually glorious paintings? Just a thought. 2 of them, this is a joke. So, counter offense. Poke. Kill. Kill. We're done.
You defeat your enemy. You continue your scouting and find an old stockroom, still stacked with good resources.
I mean, this helps us with our scumcraft, and this is fodder for a different scumcraft using gambling. Okay. I was hoping for more. Have not really discovered anything else. Let's go ahead and move here so that we can gather more gold. We gained a level off that fight. Taking a look. Curse on Leviathan doesn't seem very useful. Curse is essentially confused in a hex challenge, so we need a lot of points in it to truly benefit us. Strength on our gatherer is nice. Cool beans. And then our village. Hey, wrong button. Village. Quite a bit of strength here, not bad. Our medic got more damage, which is an interesting one. You are becoming an amazing gatherer. Cool. So I think I'm just going to hang out here until after pitch blackness falls away and just collect what gold I can. Let things come to me. It is a very rare stat to get. And like I said, you don't really do a lot of hexes very often, so you don't really get to use it much either. This has a good chance of working. Sweet. That's a lot of damage for a weak little skeleton. Alright, let's counter tactic. Let's go ahead and confuse that one so we don't have to worry about that damage coming out at us. We can go ahead and kill this one via pokage. Our female elf, because that's totally a pair of breasts. Can kill that one. And then these two clean up the discard pile. Do not need the shield. Well, that's a decent crossbow. We'll keep that. Pitch black now, so we definitely won't be getting much movement done. Let's go ahead and put this on him. We're being attacked by Spider Queen. Auto resolve. Ooh, a gathering folklore necklace. What do you have? Folklore faint, folklore faint. Might as well kind of give him that extra folklore for the hell of it. Might be useful at some point. Then again, maybe not. And then he can do that. And Mystery Fighter is more skeletons. I get to go first, so we will counter offense. Counter tic-tac, counter tic-tac. Confuse. Do a little poke. That's a kill. Hammer, warrior, warrior. We're good. Good quality, but not a good enough stats for me. A gathering ring with sturdiness, sure. Because we really don't need two necklaces with concentrate and gathering on the same person. So enjoy some sturdiness, sir. You already have a concentration necklace, so... What is this? A gathering ring. Which of my warriors has a decent gathering that's not just from a basket? And the answer to that is none. So instead, we'll put it on her. Alright, daylight is coming back. Let's see how we're doing on the gold. Gold. We gather 111 extra on top of this. Which means we need 33 more. We can do 2 more turns of double and then that's it. So let's go ahead and maximize that. There's one. But first, a spider fight. And they gave me an armor ring and a lot of silk. Thank you very much.
Look up at the night sky when you see a swarm of crows
Hey.
circling nearby. Moments later, a woman dressed in an alluring red dress approaches you, with 2 younger females gliding behind her. You sense danger, you suspect foul play, and yet what is life without a little danger? The women in your party seem unaware of any visitors.
So my Striga magnetism continues. And we get to test my theory that this is in fact a female. So if it is, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 warriors to defend us. If not, we will have the same 3 as last time, and we managed pretty well. Hex to the rescue. Oh yeah, It's even easier.
You
Sure.
can feel a strong spell upon you, and you know it will take hold soon.
The weird thing about Hex is I would classify the 2-skull Hex challenge as actually a 1-skull. So I'll do this fight myself so you can see what I'm talking about, but it's only 2 of them to deal with. And they're not that good. I mean, look at this. 3 damage, 11 life. That's pretty weak in my opinion. Now granted, all of my damaging cards are in my tactical hand, so it's not very useful for me. Oh, I take that back. There is a use for Curse. It is, in addition to Confuse, it is the support ally, which does make it useful in a Hex challenge then. So I am happy to see Curses. Anyways, back to what I was saying. This is weak. If you have even just 2 units in your party with 5 magic or more, this fight is a guaranteed win for you at that point. And then if you have extra bodies to kind of throw out there as meat shields, this doesn't warrant the 2-skull difficulty challenge that the game gives it. Let us counter tactic. So we only have to worry about this one. We can confuse it, which makes it even easier. We need to deal 11 damage to kill it, which we cannot do in the first turn. So we will send out the Elven Wanderer to be our meat shield and start the damage off. Then our 2 poisoners. Oh, you can't even get out there. That's the best we can do. We nearly killed both of them with those 3 weak fighters. Alright, we get to go first, so Elven Wanderer, do your thing. Avoiding those Strigas is another reason to get magic as soon as possible along with the elf event. True. I do like fighting the Strigas though, because they tend to have decent gear and they give you a nice size chunk of rubies when you beat them. Let's see, what do I even really need to worry about doing anything? No, I don't. This fight's already over. We're done.
You broke the spell, and suddenly you clearly see that a Striga mistress stands before you. Her gaze is still capturing, her body alluring, but her face is a monstrous display of rage and hunger. Her unnaturally wide mouth is filled to the brim with razor-sharp teeth. Her eyes are blood red, and her visage gaunt and pale. She sees this and tries to retreat, although you feel she is very powerful still.
Wow, that is an amazing reward. We gained 6 total magic skill. Hell yeah. So our 3 true damagers now do even more damage. We're not going to let her run though. We're killing this pain in the ass. Have a good night. Alright, Coach Sec, you have a good night too. Hope you have a good day tomorrow, and we will catch you next time. Okay, the Striga and the Striga Mistress are the only difficult ones. The Striga Mistress, if I remember right, usually has piercing damage, but I could be wrong. Could just be the Strigas are allowed to equip weapons, and they bounce between the 3 options. Anyways, we're gonna poke, and then he gets that kill on his turn. We're not gonna send another card out right now, so let's do some counter tic-tac. Oh, first action. I don't have a counter to that. Very annoying. Okay, then to be safe, I'm going to confuse that Striga. Confuse that rat. There's the mistress. So they both had hammers equipped. Interesting. Let's go ahead and poke the Striga. Confuse that thing. Hammer. Rest of my warriors. And we should have this with no wounds taken. Should. Oh yeah, we got it. We're fine.
Distracted by your words, the Striga weakens her magical hold on your women as well, and so they are able to strike. Together, You defeat the bloodsuckers, and their hearts turn into blood-red rubies.
Nice. That is bad quality, no thank you. I'll keep you for the divination, and then this is what I was talking about, a stack of rubies. That's enough to make a single blood pendant for one of our medics, which makes it totally worth it in my mind. Alright, and that was the second turn, I believe. We will double check that in a minute. You know what, noob? We're just going to maximize your divination skill for the time being. You now do 5 to 10 poison damage in a hex fight. Very acceptable. Oh, I was going to check to make sure my calculation was correct. Because we do 111 above that, which would be 130. Yeah, so we're done here. We're going to break camp and continue to explore. We are getting pseudo low on food, so I think I'm just going to kind of hit this small area and then head home. Got more clay, more spider silk. Oh, I see a land bridge. Gotta see where it goes. Hello, Mr. Bear. You here to prevent forest fires? Nope, that's not a land bridge. Just a little peninsula that's set there to confuse me. Where are we at? 12 turns of food. We'll do a little bit more exploring. And we gained somebody new, and it's another demon. It's a Bugay. Hell yeah! Actually, he's not as strong as I was thinking they would be, but they're decent at speech challenges. He has natural magic, which I approve. Pretty good animal kinship, which means he would be better in an expedition group than sitting in a village. Natural leech is always a good thing. He's a backup medic, not the greatest skill, but hey, we'll take it. I would rather have gotten a Lishi, but a Bugay will do just nicely, and he can't be equipped at all. That just lowered him in value even more. Damn it. So really the only thing he has going for him in my eyes is the animal kinship and an emergency backup medic that will only give you one skill. He has natural piercing damage, but you can't equip him, so 11 piercing is kind of on par with our medics equipped with a spear, and they have better medic skill. Damn it, I'll decide what to do with him later. He definitely sounds like misfit material though. Let's see. Let's cut across and start heading home. Also, while I'm thinking about it, did we ever find wheat? I don't think we have. And it's one of the few things you can't just look at your research tree to jump to on the map. Apparently it uncovered Nimblewood there for us, even though we've already discovered it in the world. I'm not complaining though. Yeah, I don't see wheat anywhere. What are you? Oh, we did find steel. Yep, no wheat. That sucks, because wheat is what you need to build really good cabbage patches. Alright, thank you for that notice. We will put him to work, temporarily at least. Crafting something. And that something's going to be Bigos. Alright, let's continue our trek home. We have one movement left. We could use it to gather enchanted bone, and then whatever's left going into straw. Straw is only really useful as a throwaway catalyst when you don't care about the quality. More enchanted bone. We got a crap ton of enchanted bone on this map. Alright, we have fully discovered this whole area. Not bad. Let's head home. Looks like it's going to take 5 turns. We have just enough food.
As the night veils the sky and stars shine down upon you, a mysterious traveler seeks your company. Your male companions are protesting something, but you do not really care what they say. The visitor is tall, dark, handsome.
And another Striga, this time a man. So if the Elven Wanderer is not part of the fight, we'll know that it's female. Fight the urge!
You can feel a strong spell upon you, and you know it will take hold soon.
Fight the spell! Alright, a hex is, like I said, 2 skull hex is pretty damn easy.
You broke the spell, and suddenly you see the Striga's true nature. His face, once handsome, now seems monstrous and twisted. His mouth, filled with sharp teeth, still smiles at you, but you are no longer fooled. He sees this and tries to retreat, although you feel he is very powerful still.
Okay, so I take back what I said. Now that we have the magic, we're never gonna have the whole split your team in half bullshit with the Striga, because magic lets us resist and then we can fight them full force. That works for me. So, as Eventide was pointing out earlier, that's a very good reason to rush getting magic skill on your people to avoid this damn event for the most part, and then you could just like let them run and not worry. But for me, I want the stuff. Lots of deformed bats. That's a little annoying. The bats will probably get quite a few first actions in, which I hate. But we can do a poke here, and then that's a guaranteed kill, which I approve. Send out a shielded unit in case one of the Strigas have a spear. Wow, they got a lot of life too. I'm tempted to throw out as many counter tactics as I can to not worry about first actions. Let's go ahead and get the poke. That's a kill there. And then counter tic tac. I only have a single confuse, so I can't even confuse that one. That's scary now because he can kill my medic. Fuck. I'm going to, well, for now I'm just going to get the other counter tactics out. Just bang bang. And then we are shielding our medic. I could first action somebody if I wanted. And that would kind of walk things down like so. First action somebody to kill this Striga Master. The elf kills the bat for a wasted attack. I would then kill this Striga. Our medic would do 27 damage, just enough to kill this Striga. And only they would get an attack. So that's actually the good play right there. So let's do that. First action her, we'll send him out. And now our medic is no longer in danger. Oh, sorry Eventide, you wanted the honor of killing it. I figured I'd send you last because you did have a little bit of shielding, so those bats wouldn't wound you very badly.
As you lie slain, the spell is broken, and the women are themselves again. Though even now, some seem quite sad at this turn of events.
Don't really need that. Bad quality we don't want. Ooh, look at that. 7 moonstone and 7 rubies. That is perfect. Thank you very much. And spiders are attacking our village. That's an auto resolve. Thank you for the damage idol with a big chest. And even though you're good quality, don't really need you. Sorry. We did gain a level from those two events. Our gatherer is freaking amazing. Noob got a curse. So you are now actually useful in the tactical hand when doing a hex challenge. And that's a gatherer, so strength is appreciated, even though he's on par with some of our warriors now. It's good level. And our village. Our medic gained gathering, which is always nice. Makes them a little more useful when they're not doing their medic thing. A second badass gatherer. Cool beans. The Holic is actually getting kind of strong. More health for the Bugay. Makes it a little more useful. Okay, I approve. Let's continue heading home. No more movement. There is some food to gather, though. I guess we'll focus on the fish first. And then get whatever veggies we can. Which means we're no longer going to starve at all. But it's good to head back anyways.
With tremors. Groans and thudding footsteps are heard throughout.
We want to pick up that other medic. Drop off all the stuff we've collected.
Tremors and wild groans eventually stop. But they leave you with a sense of dread.
Damn these tremors! Alright, break camp. Continue the trek. One more turn and we will make it home. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna drop everything off and resupply. So much crap. We're gonna drop the wheat off just so we can slowly congregate what little bit we've collected. Hopefully make a cabbage patch before long. Let's see, we don't need that much wood. Take 20, and then we do need more veggies. We have 10 people. Oh, we're gonna have 11 because I'm gonna grab that other medic. So 50 days worth for 11 is 550. Give me Barbara. Thank you. Do we ever gear Barbara up? Sort of. Now, speaking of gear, hey, we got more children. That cabbage patch really pumped them out, having only an attract child of 2. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? That is too heavy for her. We want the baskets, that's for sure. We'll take both of those. Who is going to get what? Noob, I think I'm going to trade you out to get more damage on that trample attack of yours. As far as you go, you can have the... You already have a good quality basket, never mind. That strength is from your blessing of strength, so you're still at 100. Not very good. Our gatherers, let's give you the amazing basket. And then Beast Prov will get that one. 19 gathering, I approve. And then our medic. You already have one. You need one. And now we'll just kind of go down the line and see if any of these will be improvements. Because really only our warriors can have these super heavy clay baskets. Well, it looks like everyone. Except Noob, because he can't have one. Now, the armor ring. I think it's going to go best on a shielded unit. So, of the two I have, Leviathan has the least armor. Enjoy. And the button as well. Puts you pretty much on par with my own avatar. Now that we've dropped all that off, what are we going to do with it? We need to construct a building that will attract dwarves, which means the building needs to be able to take bars. So, what if we did a smithy? Attract dwarf of 1 does not sound good. I don't think it matters what we put other than the gold for that. So 1, not a very good choice. How about a palisade? Attract dwarf of 2, that's better. Does something take more than 40 bars of metal? That's the new question. So far the answer is no. Yeah, the answer is no. So, the palisade is the proper option to get the most out of an attract dwarf skill. Catalyst does not matter. Now we do want to make this the best we can because it does give us shielding and we want that. So if we start with wood, not very good. If we upgrade that to bone, still the same. Darkwood, also attract goblin, but a little bit more shielding. We don't have enough of that. We could do monster bone, which really attracts the beasts, but drops the shielding back down. Enchanted bone would also attract demon. That wouldn't be a bad one. Even though we've already gotten the achievement, I still want to try to get a really good demon joining us. We don't have enough of the moonstone. So yeah, that's really it. Our options are either a 2 shielding with attract demon and attract dwarf, or go with the darkwood, get attract goblin and 3 shielding. I think I'll just go with the demon. That's a lot of research points. That's pretty cool. Confirm. Put all of our crafters to work. Oh, I didn't mean to put the Bugay on it. He's the worst crafter of the bunch. Well, I guess he's on par with the Holic. 8 turns, not bad. What are we gonna do? So we've fully explored the southern region, the southwest region, the west region. We still have the northwest for this tiny chunk. I guess I should just finish this chunk so that we're done with all of the west. Because we've also fully explored the north. And then we need to focus on all of the east. No, we didn't get this chunk of the north. But yeah, let's go finish this little chunk right here. And we get to fight. Ooh, unliving corpses. They are pretty tough. We should be fine though. I get first action, so I will send out a shielded warrior. Not enough to get the kill. It's going to be 36 of the 49. So 13 damage would get the kill. We'll just poke with Barbara. It's a little overkill, but that's fine. Then we will send out, even though he has a weaker shield because of the leech and the higher health. Oh, I forgot that was a piercing attack. That was a little bit of a waste on my part. Oh well. So unless this is an unliving corpse, this should work. Means that's probably an unliving corpse. Let's go ahead and counter tactic. And it was. Good to know. Let's go ahead and confuse. Confuse, because this one's guaranteed to die from Leviathan. And then a bit of a waste, so I kind of want to first action somebody. I need somebody to do 28 damage. You're going to do 27, so you're not up to par. You're going to do 28 damage. Yeah, you're perfect. And then he'll kill the skeleton. These two in conjunction will deal 46 damage, which is enough to kill this corpse. And that just leaves this skeleton with 30 life. It is now dead. And then Beastprov will clean up the discard card. Perfect. Nice and easy. Bad quality, don't want it. Not a good weight to armor ratio on either of these, so I'll dismantle them. Sun is starting to come up just in time for us to get up here and explore. We cannot move further, and there's nothing to collect. Spiders are attacking our village. It's a one skull fight. That's ridiculous. We have better spears now. Thank you, though. And we are going to hunt these snakes, which gave us scaled leather. Can I move more? I can. Perfect.
You see the skies darken and the air getting heavy. The wind picks up and thunder strikes. Strangely, this seems to happen only around you, as you see clear skies up ahead.
Real quick, I wanted to check something, because I forgot to before starting the stream. But if I go look at demons and Vily, yeah, they can be recruited during the thunderstorm event. And yeah, by choosing the domain of Perun, there is a 50-50 shot of one of them joining us. So we will be attempting it and seeing.
Blessed by Perun's wisdom, you recognize that you must have entered the territory of the wind demons, the Vily. Known for their territorial instincts, the Vily do not like intruders and rarely take time to discuss the matter. Indeed, you now see several winged creatures circling you among the dark clouds.
Alright, we have first action, so what are our options? You're a pretty good fighter, Elven Warder. Oh, and of course they confuse me and send out fodder. Well, let's get the fodder out of the way. And then assume that they're going to send more fodder out. They did not. They sent out 2 Vily. That's okay. Let's go ahead and do some counters now. No more offensive cards. I approve. No more tactics left. Okay, we have no confuses, but that's alright. We're going to do 10 damage to the Vily, and then it's going to do 4. So I will survive that. We need to do 16 to kill this one. What do we got? 4, 11, 13. And then I could support her to make it 16. That sounds like a plan. So that one's dead. And then we need to do 14 to kill this one. That's not gonna... Ooh, a support ally of 18. Now it's gonna happen. And then Noob will get out there to kind of do some poke at the end, if he can. Didn't even make it to him. Sorry, Noob.
The wind calms down and the skies brighten once more. The Vily remain in the air watching you, but they do not attack. You are free to continue your journey.
And we got better at speech or I got better at speech challenges. I'm actually starting to become a badass at them. I approve. And do we get a Vily? We did not, but we got a lot of experience. Alright, bear, that's an auto resolve, and it had a poison sword. Not very useful though. Let's continue our trek. Might end up cleaning this out on our way just for the hell of it.
The night is quiet and calm, but suddenly the ground shakes beneath your feet without any warning.
Alright, let's get ready.
You feel the grumbling of the earth and you fear Mokosh's wrath is upon you. But this tremor feels somehow different, less natural.
We'll be fine. 2 skull physical challenge again is an auto resolve.
Series of distant thuds and groans, then several short yet violent rhythmic shakes. Then, slowly, the sounds and the tremors move away.
Alright, let's... And the rat nest disappeared.
The air getting heavy. The
Hey, we get another chance at a Vily.
Strangely, this seems to happen only around you, as you see clear skies up ahead.
Investigate.
Blessed by Perun's wisdom, you recognize that you must have entered the territory of the wind demons, the Vily. Known for their territorial instincts, the Vily do not like intruders and rarely take time to discuss the matter. Indeed, you now see several winged creatures circling you among the dark clouds.
In the name of Perun, stand down and follow me. Alright, let's do this. Here's the thing about the AI I've noticed. If I send out a strong fighter, they're going to send out a freaking crow. And if I send out a weak fighter to take care of the crows, they're going to send out a Vily. So you're screwed no matter what you do. But regardless, there's no point not to send my strong warriors out. Options. 2 cards. We could take care of quite a few of their offensive ones, and I think I'm going to do that. Ended up getting 2 crows. That's unfortunate. Do a counter tick. There's a Vily gone. That works. We can confuse that one. Which they buff up. That's fine. I'm assuming that's a crow. Maybe not. Let's let it come out. It's a crow. Otherwise it would have put it out. So 10 damage to kill that one. Boom. 13 to kill that one. Boom. I kill that one. And then cleanup crew. Perfect.
The wind calms down and the skies brighten once more. The Vily remain in the air watching you, but they do not attack. You are free to continue your journey.
Maybe?
You leave the wind demon's territory.
Fuck
but one
yeah.
of them seems to follow you. She does not speak, but when you ask if she wants to join your village, she nods.
We got a Vily, which are pretty damn good at magic challenges. They have a lot of health to throw into a speech challenge. Not very good at doing the damage, but the fact that they can soak it up is nice. The strength is lackluster, as well as the health. But I think they can equip all gear. We'll take a look though. Yes, they can equip all gear, which makes them extremely useful, especially if you maximize this magic stat and go with like my magic shield and my magic swords, and eventually the magic armor. Like, you can get that up to a 20 magic easily. Thank you, Eventide. I was really hoping I would get a Vily. There's actually a upgraded version of these. I don't remember the name of them off the top of my head. I could look it up real quick though. Called a Hala, and it's a damn strong demon, but the odds of seeing one, very slim. Very, very, very slim. For the time being though, let's go ahead and deck her out. That's too heavy for her, so we'll just give her a basket so that she can help with gathering. And we technically have a full party. I just don't know if I want to keep the Vily in this group or not, or I might have to just pass noob off to the next group. But we are at that point where we can start looking at, with a few more bodies, creating our second expedition group, which is a good place to be. Let's see, do we have any more movement? We do not. I'm gonna just ignore these rats for now. Let's head down. More spider silk. Not too useful since we have a bunch near our village. Got a lot of wildlife around us. Herbs and string, not useful. Quartz. We finished our palisade, so we are now attracting dwarves slowly. Words are hard. Don't have enough steel. That makes me sad. What do I have? Oh, I can make some more blood pendants. Let's do that. Jewelry, coal, bullets, rubies. I can make 2 of them. I also brought back gold, so I could make some decent hammers if I wanted to. Crafting 3, not as good as I was hoping. Crafting 4, that's much better. I approve. Confirm. And let's go ahead and make 5 of them, I suppose. Alright, as far as this group goes, let's continue exploring. Looks like some sandstone. Yep. Oh, dragon bone. Found the dragon bone. Oh, it was right next to the nimblewood that we were harvesting before. That's unfortunate. Could have found that so much sooner. Yeah, that's the only batch we found. Cool beans. Oh, look at that.
You is a group of black wolves attacking something.
Hey, we got a free child.
Closer, you realize there are 2 packs. One attacking a small baby, and one fighting not far with something else.
Okay, we will investigate.
You see that the child is clearly protected by some magic, as the wolves seem unable to get to it. However, you're not certain how long this shield will last. You also see that the other group is fighting with a single black cat that is putting up a good fight, but clearly losing its strength now. You remember that this could be a Dola, a demon of fate that can be protective towards its benefactors, or take on the role of a guardian spirit, most often a cat.
So we will split our party and try to save both.
You send a small group to protect the child, and the rest to help the cat.
And wolves are simple at this point, so we're going to auto-resolve it. We got a bow, not too useful. How are they doing?
It was not easy, but both cat and child are fine. The cat's eyes shine gold, and you could swear it smiles at you. You feel a surge of positive energy.
So, free child, and I gained 3 animal kinship. It's my first 3 points, so I'm pretty useless at this right now. I think at best I can get a hulking rat to join us. But here's the other big find. Dragon bone, more moonstone. Nice, nice, nice. We have no more movement though. We did gain a level from that event. Our badass gatherer is truly a badass now with 20 gathering. Slava gain 2 more points in traps, starting to become useful. Noob is just that amazing pack animal now. Cool beans. How about our village? What do we got? Got some more health going on. That's nice. Bugay's slowly gaining strength. He's going to need a lot more to be useful beyond his animal kinship skill. Health on our weaker units though, and that's always a good thing to see. Cool. Now the question is, do I take this time to gather this dragon bone or not? It is super tempting to get, because
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
Look at all these options we have now because of the buildings we've made. If I'm considering a second expeditionary group, that means we need a medic for them. So let's get that going.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The whole
Average.
village celebrates this joyous occasion.
Typical
The youngster
strength.
places a food offering at the altars of their gods.
Good
in
speech.
thanks and in hopes for a good future.
Basically your run-of-the-mill medic. Because my main medic, I have oh, she was in that was the child we just picked up. Anyways, because my main medic is already pretty damn good, I'm thinking I might send the slightly stronger medic of Barbara off to become the next group's medic, and I'll keep the weaker one. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. For the time being, here's a basket. Yeah, I'm gonna get the dragon bone because we can start making some of those amazing axes. We don't have the ancient wood, but we can supplement it with something else. Let's hunt these bees. Less damage coming at us. Bad quality, we're gonna break down. And I guess to maximize everything, we'll camp here, which will allow us to gather nimblewood and it if need be. Look at that. Our gatherer nearly gets a bunch of dragon bones in a single turn. He is that amazing. So let's throw Imislava. There's one bunch a turn. And then go like that. Not quite. Do we have a... you will do. So one bunch of each every turn. Now let's just maximize what we can. And then me, Leviathan, and Noob are just going to sit here twiddling our thumbs. We will do that for quite a few turns. I want to get... How much am I collecting a turn? 5? Oh, a little over 5 a turn. And when you look at averages. I kind of really want 100 dragon bone. So we're going to be here for a good 16, 17 turns. Let the skipping begin. Yeah, I know we have idle villagers in this group. There's not enough to gather. Oh, we finished our hammers and I wasn't even paying attention. Let's go ahead and equip those on our people crafting instead of the baskets. A bad quality one. Well, that's unfortunate. My crafter, Maslav. You get one, which is only slightly better than the one you had. You get one. Holik can't even equip one, so I don't know why I made one for him. And Romik, you get one. I suppose you don't need a bad quality one now. Bugay, you can't equip anything either. You have no armor. Have a fur coat. That's the best we can do right now.
The whole land is shaken with tremors. Groans and thudding footsteps are heard throughout.
Let's hold on to something.
Tremors and wild groans eventually stop, but they leave you with a sense of dread.
Damn these tremors. What have we gotten? 25? Quarter of the way there. A one skull bat fight. No thank you. Don't really need that anymore. And our village is being attacked by some pretty weak undead. We'll be fine. We'll go ahead and send out a shielded unit just in case they have piercing attacks. Which if they do, they didn't use. He kills that one. So let's send out another shielded unit. And let's go ahead and do a counter offense. He just barely kills that one. We'll poke that one, she'll kill it. And these two will clean up the discard pile and we're done. Don't need and don't need. What are we at? 60. We're getting there. $85. Bam, 100. We're done. Breaking camp. And do I want to keep exploring? Do I want to rush those home? I think I'm going to rush them home. Drop off the extra medic we have. Yeah, let's do it. I don't suppose... I have the research points, so we might as well use them. Let's research the swords. Fuck it, let's just research a lot of things. There, we have all the major equipment researched and still have plenty of points left. But now, let's make some gear for that Vily in the meantime before we reach it. Starting with the shield. We wanted to use enchanted bone. And what else? That's right, shields can't use coal. Keep forgetting that. Let's start with some leather. So we went with that. That still gives us the 5. 8, 8, and 5 is pretty good. But I know we can do better. That's weaker. We could gamble with it. That wouldn't be a bad option. 7, 9, and 5. Nine, 9, and 5. Not going to use my dragon leather on this though. Could go with an attractive shield. Don't want to waste my rubies either. 8, 9, and 5. I think I'm going to gamble with it. Yeah. We're gambling. That leather gives us a 6% chance. We have a crap ton of this, which bumps that up to a 9% chance of good quality. That's better. So we're going to make one of these. And then a sword for the Vily. Oh, maybe. We're going to see what's the most magic we can make for a sword. So if we went something like that, that's 2 magic. Not very good. Still 2 magic. What if we did a one-handed axe? 3 magic. That's pretty good damage too. What if we did enchanted bone? Slightly less damage. Looks cooler though. It's definitely not what I would classify as an axe though. That's a sai. 4 magic. That's actually more. I might go with that. Final option is clubs. Which, the only thing we can do magic-wise for this is using enchanted bone. One using that, which we're not going to. I was just checking it. Still 1. Yeah, I think it's only going to ever be 1. Yeah. So, axes are the way to go. We can get 4 magic using enchanted bone, moonstone, and we'll use coal on this. Pretty good damage too for a one-handed axe. Confirm. The difference is you cannot gamble on axes, whereas you can on swords. But we're not too worried about gambling with this. We just want to maximize our Vily's magic skill as best as possible, which she has a base 7. This puts her at 11. This will put her at 16. The other thing we could do, let's look at medium armors. Enchanted bone, enchanted bone. 7 magic right there. Whereas if we went with heavy armor, four magic, and we're not going to be able to make better than that. So, medium armor it is, using double enchanted bone. So our Vily is going to be an amazing magic unit. I'm going to pop that up, and then drop it back down. Cool. Let's go in that order.
You travel through the hills in search of resources, and you come across the remains of an old settlement. The houses are small, almost built into the hills themselves, and despite the decay brought by the darkness, many look well preserved. You realize, however, that you are not alone, as 2 tall orcs step in front of you with their weapons drawn. "Halt!" one shouts at you in a deep, heavy drumming voice.
So let's see if we get lucky and we get an orc to join us. That would be nice.
The 2 orcs speak together in a foreign tongue, which sounds a lot like whistling leaves on a windy day. You make out a few words like deal, mistress, and vault, but not much else. The orcs step aside, and an orcish female steps in. She is even taller, muscular, and holds her head up high as she speaks to you.
We got here first, human, so don't get any ideas. But we may have a deal for you. We found something and it needs tools to open, and we have none. Give us your tools, and in exchange we will give you several weapons and some resources we found in this place. Deal?
No deal. But what if we work together?
The orc woman frowns, and her men take a few steps forward, but she raises her hand to stop them.
Work together, you say? Why? We have never gotten anything but hatred and disdain from your kin. Why would we trust you?
You just got to, okay? Trust me, I have a silver tongue. So, for this fight, the witch and the matriarch in a social challenge are pretty good. The fighters don't do shit. They're there to soak up your damage. Oh, damn it. I'm not in the fight, and I'm one of our best people. That's alright. We got plenty of others that are more than up to the task. Let's start with Beast Prav. Oh, I get 2 cards. Ooh. Ooh. Well then, Asbeta, join him. So, we're going to do 19 damage. It's not enough to kill the witch. But, let's see, 31 and we do 19. I need an 11. Do I have a support? I have a support ally of 10. So what I could do is support Alsbeta for 8 and then get closer and poke the witch. These two will still get that kill. Can't do much about them, sadly. But these are the fighters. I mean, they're there to soak up your damage. And kind of be an annoyance to you, but not much compared to these two. I can confuse the orc fighter only. Shit. Oh well. So we kill that one. Might as well confuse it. This one will get an attack, won't kill Lord Yu. And at this point, we might as well let the final card come out, or we could just counter it. Except, I think I'd rather use you to support. Yeah. So we'll let the last one come out. I don't know why I can't talk today. 7, well, Imislava can do 7, you're dead. Then we have a 6er here. None of our people do 6. So, we will send the Vily out and support her for 4. This one needs 8. So, him and then supports. And then we're just going to kind of poke and annoy that one. And get closer. Nice.
The conversation goes well, and so you end on a high note. So you see, we both have an image of our people in our heads. We think orcs are brutes who will eat our children, and from the sounds of it, you think the very same of us. If we give you our tools, you may not find anything of use in the vault anyway. But if we work together, you keep your stuff and get half of what's in the vault. And we both learn that trust can be found in the strangest of places. The orc woman nods and smiles.
Oh, fine. You have a silver tongue, human, but I like it. Let's get the vault open, and then perhaps we can even drink together.
You got it.
Inside the vault, you find a supply of various wooden logs, some minerals, and a huge supply of dried, cured foodstuffs. You also find a small armory, but it is clear that whoever lived here treasured the food and resources more than anything else.
Okay, we will share.
You share the spoils and sit by the fire with the orcs. There is an awkward distance between the groups, but it is certainly progress. The orcs get up to leave, but their leader turns to you once more.
This was a trip to remember, and I would not like it to go to waste on account of our mutual hatred. I give you one of my men. Not a good one, mind you, he's a measly thing, but perhaps he can prove his worth amongst your people. But in return, one of yours will come to live with us. Perhaps this way we will learn about each other and rebuild our land differently from before.
She looks away, her face frozen in thought.
I really want the orc, but I'm not giving up one of my people. by choosing the friendly turn down, you have a small chance of her still giving you an orc worker. So we're going to take that route.
Fine. In that case, I shall give you one of my workers instead.
And we did.
He's truly a pain in my existence. If you don't take him, he shall be left here anyway. This way, we still keep a connection and you unburden me from an annoyance.
So even though she makes it sound like the orc worker is crap,
One of the orcs you have not noticed earlier steps up and stands
he's
by you.
not.
His head is hanging low, he's much smaller than his warrior friends, and yet he still seems like a sturdy enough fella. The other orcs grunt something to him, and he nods to them. Then they all leave. The orc speaks in your tongue, but it's an effort for him.
Me happy to living in human house. Me thanking you. Me be Otrak.
He bows and starts working on loading your loot without any delays.
So, orcs have amazing base strength. They make good choices for either the two-handed axes or the two-handed hammers. He's a good damage soaker for speech challenges, and then he's a little bit kind of a jack of all trades in a few other things. Not very skilled at them, but it at least makes him useful when you do have those events instead of sitting there taking up space. He comes with a weapon equipped. 18 health is actually a little low for an orc, but not bad. And he came with this sword, which we can do better. Maybe not right away, but we'll definitely do better for him. Yeah, we got nothing. We can give him armor. And a basket for the hell of it. We definitely have too many people in our group, so the sooner we get home, the better. We have finished both the shield and the sai. I am curious what our gambling gave us on that shield. The sai came out normal quality, which is fine. And drum roll for the shield, we have attractiveness. Only a 1, so that did not come out very well. But it is normal quality, which is fine. Alright, let's continue this journey. Hopefully the armor will be done about the time we make it there. And then we can really deck out this Vily. And because of that, I will now keep it in my group. Because she could pretty much solo a lot of hex challenges. The hell are you? You're the demons, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're not concerning at all. Hey, just in time, the armor got done. Okay, who are we dropping off? Well, we're dropping off Slava. No, we were dropping off Barbara, that's right. And one more. I want the 2 medics. I want the 2 gatherers. I want the Vily. I think since we don't have gear for him, the orc is going to stay behind. And if we could get 2 more bodies, I would be willing to scavenge some of the people from the village to create a second expedition group. Take 4 of these plus those 2 bodies. Have a group of 6 to do short runs. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay. Now, let's pick up that gear we made. The sword, the shield, and the armor, which is also normal quality. Also, we want those. And I think that's about it. Yep. Alright. Let's make him better at the medic skill. He is now a 36. And she will be a 6. So we're at 42 with our 2 medics. Oh, noob. You thought you were going? You're still useful. Until we get gear on that orc, you're actually more useful than he was. We need to give you gear. Holy crap. Oh, this is super heavy. I don't know if she's going to be able to equip it with everything else. Nope. Not happening. Do we really need the basket? No, we don't. There you go. Now, the Vily. Let's see what this awesomeness becomes. Oh shit, she's weak. I did not think that through. Okay, we need to like jack her strength up a crap ton. You don't need the basket. Here's the shield. So yeah, she only needs to gain, what would that be? 420 carry capacity? Wah wah. So she would need to gain 170, which is 4 more strength points. We might need to make a dragon belt. I think I might have just enough materials to do so. Artifacts. Dragon bone. Didn't I collect more? I probably haven't dropped my resources off yet, have I? Oh, I don't have enough leather. And I think the best I can make is a 3 anyways. We can test that. Oh no, there's a strength 4. Uses our mithril though. Do I have other options? Like spider silk? Oh, that drops us to a 3. We need the 4. The 4 is a guaranteed need right now. That's even worse. Scaled leather? That's a 3. So yeah, it would either have to be dragon leather, which we don't have enough of, or our mithril. Okay. If I have to. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Eventide. Two turns? You bastards. I kinda want to hang out for 2 turns now. Just to get that belt so that I can really maximize the Vily. Unfortunately, unlike last run, we don't have any good resources around us. You know what? To the hell with it. We got plenty of research points. We're going to research this Darkwood. And then our group will gather it for a single turn next turn. But first, a fight with demons. Oh, that's a good idea. Knock out the place of interest. Thank you for that, Eventide. You guys should be super simple. Should be. Put the Vily did work already. Hey, the shielding worked out nicely there. Okay, let's get some counters going on. Oh, never mind. They are level 7 and 8. None of my counters are going to work. So instead, we'll send out Eventide and then shield you just in case. More spears, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and confuse that one. We'll let the last one come out. 21 life. 9, 17. Or I can get closer with you, which wouldn't be a bad idea. And then do the 9. Nice and easy. So let's walk through this. No matter what direction she attacks, she kills. Same story with him. You will kill almost anything. You can't kill that one. But we're guaranteed to have this one die between these two. So we're fine. That's more than enough right there. Continue. And they gave us a bunch of wooden gear. No, thank you. Oh, we're already heading towards it. Might as well knock it out. And
you find the area
gather.
marked X on your map, but it seems like it's just a pile of stones. You take some time to move the rocks, but there is still not much there. It could well be that the supposed treasure is buried beneath, but since there are no signs of it, it may be a false lead. Or maybe it was just a very long time ago.
Dig deeper. Auto-resolve.
The dig took long hours, and you now fear you may collapse soon. So when you finally hit what looks like a chest, you hope to the gods it was worthwhile.
Hopefully.
You open up the chest and find some of the
wasn't.
stuff has long been broken or rotted away. But amongst the rubbish, there are still a few gems.
Nope, still rubbish. No gems. We also gained a level that last turn. Our Elven Wanderer is not good at animal kinship, surprisingly. Our Medic gained life, which is good. So did our Vily. I approve. Leviathan gaining crafting, not very useful. Noob, just racking that strength up. Gathering on our Gatherer is appreciated. Traps on Emislava, not very useful right now. All in all, still a good level. Whoops, I didn't mean to click on it again. And then our village. Health is always appreciated. Gathering on a Gatherer, good, good. Snavid, you're also a Gatherer, good. What else? Not much else really worth noting. Okay. We are here, so we're going to make camp. We're going to gather as much dark wood as we can, and then bird meat. Actually, we don't even have enough people to get 2 bunches. Let's see, what is this? 72, 144, 216. Well, 144 would be 288. It'd be 290, 360. So we're not even going to get a full bunch, so we can move one of them down to maximize what we're gathering. It should only be a single turn that we do this.
You discover the ruins of some great old city.
Interesting. We weren't moving.
Is long gone, yet many buildings still stand tall and proud. But the marvelous city was not abandoned by mere folly. You feel the towering presence of the darkness within its old walls. As you observe the city, you see waves of the black mist washing through the old streets and empty houses, as if looking for any remaining life to drain.
Well, let's put our new badass magic-using Vily to the test.
The magic surrounding this city is dark and runs deep into its very core. You can try to ward off the curse that holds it, but only for a short time.
Let's do it. We will control this one ourselves. 4 hex cards, a little more difficult. Our Vily is in our active hand, which is great. I just sounded like Tony the Tiger. In fact, you're going to start us off. Oh, that was the wasted attack. Let's go ahead and counter offense then. And counter tactic. You guys aren't really useful, sadly. So that's a kill. This one doesn't attack. We need to do 7 damage to kill it. Bam. I got that. And then we just need to clean up that. So send out these 2. I can support Lord U for 1, and that's about it. Alright, let's get this on the road. See, I feel like...
You fight off the dark magic which binds this city, but you know that it is only temporary, and that the dark mist lurks in the corners waiting for you to stay too long.
I feel like the developers assumed that people are not going to go for magic skill very often, and so they grossly overestimate the difficulty of hex challenges. Because I still would have listed that as somewhere between a 1 and a 2 skull fight, even if we didn't have the Vily with the 16 magic. But oh well.
You sneak in.
Nice.
Safe. You scour several buildings and find nothing of use, but then you spot what must have been a blacksmith's house. The workroom itself has little to loot, but you find the door to the storeroom still intact. As you open it, you discover a wealth of metals and minerals.
Moonstone is great. These 2. This is a gambling material. We'll make use of it eventually. And this helps with our buildings, which we still have a few more we want to make. And our belt is now done, so we will break camp, head home. We're going to drop off this miscellaneous stuff we just gathered, as well as all the other crap we had that we forgot to drop off last time. There's the dragon bone. We'll drop the wheat off, nimblewood, that sword. We're keeping the armor, and we're going to pick up the belt we just made. Please be good quality. Oh, fuck! We needed it to be normal or good quality. We needed the 4 strength. we're still going to take it because now we only have to rely on our Vily gaining a single strength at some point during a level up. But it's... oh shit, no, we need 2 more strength. Damn it. Oh, it's because the belt is heavy for it being bad quality. That screws us over. So we need 2 strength before she can equip her armor. Oh well. It is nighttime, but by the time we make it somewhere where we need to explore, like up here, it should start to become day, in theory. If not, we'll just collect some spider silk, or actually moonstone. Yeah, let's go that way. However, for the time being, I have gone over my time limit by a little bit. I need to apologize to my fiance for that. So guys, I'm going to call it quits here. Thank you for coming out and watching me play Thea the Awakening by Muha Games. I am Demordred. I stream every day at 7 p.m. Pacific. Come out again and check me out sometime if you liked what you see. Until then, have a good night and game on, friends.